Hey guys, welcome to the View Cryptos channel. Today Bitcoin is up with 0.1% and it is still above $13,500, which is very good in my opinion. Ethereum is down with 2% and XRP is down with 2.8%. So we are seeing a little bit of red in the market, but I'm not worried at all because of the news, guys. So let's look at the news. Iran becomes first country to use Bitcoin as a medium of exchange. Iran has become the first country to constitute Bitcoin as a legal means of exchange within its jurisdiction. The move comes following renewed waves of US sanctions. Following new sanctions by the United States Treasury Department earlier this week, Iran now hopes to use Bitcoin for cross-border settlements, local media reported Thursday. The Iranian government amended its crypto regulations so that miners can redirect cryptocurrencies to Iran's finance mechanism for international trades as the country's fiat currency continues to suffer from both the US sanctions and the coronavirus pandemic. The regulation stipulates that only legally mined cryptocurrency in Iran will be used for financing imports from other countries. This means that crypto miners are obligated to sell mined Bitcoin directly to Iran's central bank. The miners are supposed to supply the original cryptocurrency directly and within the authorized limit to the channels introduced by the CBI, the report said. This makes Iran the first country in the world to officially declare Bitcoin as an international medium of exchange. Meanwhile, other countries are hard at work researching or developing a central bank digital currency. So huge news, guys, huge news. Iran, in my opinion, are starting something very big with the adoption of Bitcoin. So other cryptocurrencies will follow. I think that this is obvious. Very good developments in the cryptocurrency space. And also Bank of Canada calls for globally coordinated efforts to launch CBDCs. Bank of Canada Governor Tiff Macklem called for a globally coordinated approach to prevent the use of state-backed digital currencies by criminals. In brief, Bank of Canada Governor Tiff Macklem has stated that the bank is working with G7 partners on its potential CBDC. He called for a globally coordinated effort to lead CBDC development and prevent scams. Countries around the world have spearheaded cashless payments and CBDC efforts amidst the coronavirus outbreak. Okay, very, very huge news. The banks are in a hurry to adopt blockchain technology because they see that this is the only way to overcome this crisis. Huawei's new smartphone has a built-in hardware wallet that supports China's CBDC. According to reports, the Chinese technology giant Huawei has launched a smartphone that has a built-in hardware wallet for China's central bank digital currency. So you see where things are going, guys. Adoption of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology is coming. So it really looks like it's something unbelievable, but it's happening, guys, and it's coming. That's for sure. Next, Gazprom Bank's Swiss bank receives approval to provide crypto custody services to clients. We are very pleased to be able to offer these services to our clients after years of professional development using top industry know-how, says CEO Roman Abdullin in the statement. The authorization by the Swiss regulator FINMA marks a very important milestone for Gazprom Bank. Gazprom Bank in Switzerland is a Swiss registered bank that is owned by Gazprom Bank headquartered in Russia. So Cardano to revolutionize the DeFi industry with new platform and metadata for transactions. As Cardano's rollout of its Guggen update is coming soon, Input-Output Hong Kong has recently presented the latest developments of the network. Input-Output HK, the blockchain engineering company behind the Cardano network, recently announced that one of the most important features is the implementation of metadata for transactions. And this is taken from the latest blog post of IOHK. One of the most prominent uses for metadata is in a supply chain. Supply chain involves parties such as factories, customers, suppliers, and delivery services. To enable efficient data tracking, participants must provide confirmation of services that are interlinked, and these must be accessible by everyone for verification. In this case, metadata can provide a complete picture of supply chain processes with fixed recorded data on the blockchain ledger. This grants transparency, immutability, and trust for all stakeholders. So, interesting developments related to Cardano also. And Ripple most likely to relocate blockchain firm to Japan over other countries, says SBI Holdings CEO. It appears that blockchain firm Ripple Labs may favor Japan over other locations when considering new headquarters outside of the United States. The CEO of SBI Holdings, Yoshitaka Kitao, disclosed this detail in a press briefing. The Japanese corporate giant's chief executive officer said that among all potential candidates for Ripple's move, notably Singapore, Switzerland, and the United Arab Emirates, UK, and Japan, the latter was the leading candidate of choice for Ripple operations if they were to leave the US. So I think it is going to be really very beneficial for Ripple and XRP if Ripple leaves the US, because you know that the lack of regulatory clarity is hurting the industry, the blockchain and cryptocurrency space. So now the fun part, let's talk about price predictions. This is not a financial advice, of course. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm going to talk about my price predictions in the short term, and by short term I mean next 6 to 8 months. I think the price of Bitcoin is going to multiply in the best case scenario by 4. So it's going to increase 4 times, in my opinion. This is possible to happen. The current market cap of Bitcoin is $250 billion, and I think that in the next 6 to 8 months this market cap can reach around $1 trillion, and this is because of the news, guys. I think that the developments around Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are really very, very good, and this is huge news that Central Bank of Iran is going to adopt Bitcoin and is going to use Bitcoin for cross-border settlements, and is going to use it in order to evade US sanctions. And what do you think that other central banks are going to do? They're not just going to stay and watch how Iran is using this revolutionary technology. They're going to act, and of course you see that they're in a hurry, the other central banks, to issue CBDCs and to adopt blockchain technology. And of course, in my opinion, they're going to use some of the major cryptocurrencies in their reserves. This is just my opinion, of course, but I really think that this is inevitable. And so if the market cap of Bitcoin is going to be $1 trillion, let's take a look at the coin dominance here on this chart. You see that at the moment the Bitcoin's dominance is above 60%. Ethereum's dominance is 10%. And here you see XLM's dominance is 0.4%. And I'm talking about XLM because the Stellar network, in my opinion, is going to be used by financial institutions and by central banks. And that's why I want to emphasize XLM dominance here. And I think that Ethereum is going to be really very important for the future of financial services because of DeFi. So, and I think that the upgrade of the Ethereum 2.0 is going to be really huge and really important about the future, for the future of DeFi and decentralized financial services. So let's take a look at this chart here also, because it shows the coin dominance of different cryptocurrencies, and I want to look at dominance of XRP and Polkadot. You see that currently the dominance of XRP is approximately 3% and the dominance of Polkadot is 0.93%. Polkadot is very new blockchain and it has currently higher dominance than XLM. And let me show you this table here. If you have looked, if you have watched some of my older videos, maybe you're familiar with these tables here that I'm using for my price predictions. So if the market cap of Bitcoin can reach $1 trillion, the price of Bitcoin with the current circulating supply is going to be $54,000. And if Bitcoin's dominance is at approximately 32 or 33%, why 32 or 32? Well, 33. Well, because of this chart here, you see that in the last bull run, Bitcoin's dominance was at 32%, approximately 33, and Ethereum's dominance was at 18%, and XRP's dominance was at 10%. So that's why, if we follow this information from this chart, on this table here, we see that if the market cap of Bitcoin is around $1 trillion, then, and the coin dominance of Bitcoin is around 32%, then the total crypto market cap is going to be above $3 trillion. And if the coin dominance of Ethereum is 18%, like in the last bull run, then the price of Ethereum is going to be above $5,000. And if the coin dominance of XRP is around 10%, like in the last bull run, the price per XRP is going to be $7.41. Of course, this is going to happen maybe in some moment in the future if history repeats itself. And these numbers, of course, are going to change. They're not going to be fixed, but in some moment of time, maybe we can reach these numbers. Who knows? And here I'm talking about short term. So the next 6 to 8 months. This is what I think. And if central banks start using the Stellar platform or the XRP ledger, of course I think that the numbers are going to be much higher, but let's be conservative here and let's stick to these numbers. If XRP's dominance can reach 10%, then I think that XLM is going to reach higher percent also, because it is currently, the coin dominance of XRP is 0.4% currently. Okay, and in the last bull run it was, I think it reached around 2% coin dominance. So it is not so unbelievable for XLM to reach 5% coin dominance in the next bull run, and if that happens, the price per XLM is going to be around $8. And I really believe that Cardano, Cosmos Network and Polkadot are going to be very important for the future of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, because they are solving one really important problem, and it is the problem about interoperability of blockchains. And that's why I think that in the beginning of next bull run, ADA, Atom and DOT are going to reach coin dominance of 4%. This is what I think. And if that happens, of course, with the current circulating supply taken into account, ADA is going to be around $4.30. Price of Atom is going to be $560, and price of DOT is going to be $145 if that happens, of course. So very, very interesting. We're going to see what's going to happen next year or in the end of this year. Okay guys, that was all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and share so this information can reach more people. Be safe and see you next time.